the website Truity. As you can see, I've never done this before. I've never been on this website, so I don't know how accurate it is. But yeah, so let's just get into it. So, I strive for perfection. I work hard to live up to the expectations of other people. I work hard to be helpful to others. It is important to me that other people like me. It is important to me to achieve great things. If I am honest, I feel that I am a bit better than other people. A bit better. I don't know. A bit better than other people. I don't know. I feel emotions very deeply. I have a sense that other people will never truly understand me. I think deeply about things. I pick on small signals that things may go wrong. I tend to be more aware of danger than people around me. It is important to me to avoid pain and suffering at all times. I seek out experiences that I know will make me feel happy or excited. I see the positive in every situation. I often feel I am the bravest or strongest person in a situation. I am not afraid to tell someone when I think they are wrong. Next page. I dislike people who disrupt things by breaking the rules. I'm not sure. I let other people make the decisions. I check carefully for mistakes and errors. It is important to me to do my... I'm gonna put that. It is important, very important to me to do my part. I like to be around people who I can help. I feel like all of these I'm in the middle for, but I feel like that's the kind of person I am, in the middle of like everything. I like to feel that I am an important person in my social groups. Social groups, I don't know. It is important to me to be successful. I have a sense of being special. I often feel overtaken by my emotions. I have always felt different from other people. I like to analyze things from every angle. I am very careful about which people I allow to get close to me. I always have a plan for what I would do if things go wrong. I do not let myself get sad about things. I get excited about what the future holds. I had to clear my throat, so next page. I am good at seeing the bright side of things when others complain. I see myself as powerful. I do not hesitate to call people out when they are behaving badly. I am polite and well-mannered. I go along with what other people want. I hold myself to very high standards. See, a lot of things I feel like they're very situational, so that's why I put the middle a lot. I do things correctly so others can rely on me. I'm a natural caretaker. I want other people to admire me. I want to achieve a lot in my life. I am not an ordinary person. I grieve for what I have lost. I tend to see other people from a distance. I take time to understand things more deeply than most people do. I am always aware of the risks of whatever I am doing. It is important to me to be prepared for any emergency. I don't dwell on negative thoughts. I often make changes in my life when things get boring. best at everything I do. I have the ability to stand out from the crowd. I can describe my emotions in a lot of depth and detail. I often feel like an outsider. Oh, they changed them. I find my mind to be a very interesting place. I think carefully about what I could lose before taking action. See, they're all situational, so I have such a hard time. I think about what I could do, and I think about what I would do in emergency situations. I have many ways of avoiding situations that get me down. I'm always up for a new adventure. I believe that things usually work out for the best. I accomplish things that seem difficult to others. I stand up for what I believe in, even if it upsets other people. Everyone has a role to play in society and a duty to do their best. I let other people take the lead. I make sure that even small details are correct. I contribute to my community. I enjoy caring for others and their needs. So it's just, I find ways to be necessary to the lives of other people. I want other people to see how successful I am. I make more significant contributions than the average person. I rarely have strong emotions. I feel like I truly belong to social groups. I want to learn as much as I can about how the world works. I am always aware of what can go wrong in a situation. I have a keen sense for danger and how to avoid it. I take steps to assure I don't feel sad or lonely. I'm an enthusiastic person. I'm a very fun, loving person. I have to take actions when others are unsure of what to do. I'm usually the one to take a stand when others won't. Other people know what to expect from me. People should put their own needs aside so that everyone gets along. I think that's the last one. Do you already know your Enneagram type? I don't know my type. What is your age? I'm 21. What is your gender? Female. Mid. Oh, okay. So, I don't want to save my results. The graph below shows how you scored for each of the 9 types of the Enneagram. In this graph, the area of each section indicates your score, with larger sections being a better match for your personality. You may have one type which is clearly stronger than the others, or you may have scored similarly for several types. Although an assessment like this one may help you get an idea of your type, it is very important to validate your type by reading about the top 2 to 3 types in your results. So, with large sections being a better match for your personality, so larger sections would be 4, 2, and 1 would be my top 3. Or wait, no, 4, 2, and 5. Yeah, 4, 2, and 5. Yeah, so 4 is my top 1, which is 60. I guess I'll go in order. Is there no type 1? Okay, I'll do this in this order, I guess. Type 2, 56% match. Type 3, 42% match. Type 4, 67% match. Type 5, 61% match. Type 5, what did I just read? 61% match. Type 6, 53% match. Type 7, 40% match. Type 8, 36% match. Type 9, 40% match. Type 1, 50% match. So why are they all high? Like, I mean, not high, but like, not like 5%. somebody that goes against trends or wears stuff that I don't know. I feel like I have a sense of self, and like I think it's very important to have a good sense of self and who you are, and like self-awareness. But I don't feel like that's what this is saying. So I do have like a strong sense of identity. I think if I understand that, I feel like I know who I am, and nobody's gonna like change who I am. But I don't know, like I do know myself on a very deep level, but I don't know. I don't feel like this is totally me. So let's go to type. Let's see, type 5 was 61, type 2 is 56, so let's do 61. That's the next one. That's the investigator. I don't know about this one. Okay. Characteristics of type 5. I keep wanting to put this arm down, but I have this gigantic bruise because I fell down the stairs and it hurts to like. So I just have to stay on this side, I guess. Oops. Okay, type 5. Appears lost in thought or absent-minded, extremely difficult to crack inner world, in-depth knowledge on specific subjects of interest, gives insightful, well-thought-out responses, thinks extensively before speaking, has clear boundaries between family, friends, and work, withdrawn and extremely independent. Well, I can tell you right now, I am not extremely independent. I'm extremely dependent, sadly. What are the investigators like? Investigators are the pioneers of independent and critical thinking. They're inquisitive and curious about the connections between underlying themes and the mysteries of the universe. Usually introverted and analytical, investigators gather and process information to build with and synthesize patterns and ideas. Their workspaces are typically minimalist, with the exception of a collection of items pertaining to the core interests. They're also fiercely nonconformist and care little about trends or accepted ways of progressing through the stages of life. So I feel like parts of that I do am like I get along with, but relate to. I am very introverted. I don't know what it means by I'm analytical, but I am introverted. I do process information to build patterns and ideas. I would say I'm nonconformist in a sense, like I'm very different than a lot of people my age are, and I'm like fine with that. Like I don't want to change that to be like everybody else, but at the same time I do follow trends of like clothing and things like that. Like I'm not somebody that is like, oh no, I'm never gonna be on trend with all the rest of the people. Like I do take trends, but my personality and like the things I like and the things that I do and don't do are very different than the people my age, I guess. I don't know. What are the investigators' core values? With dreams of working and researching alone in a secluded area for the rest of their lives, investigators hold freedom and autonomy to extremely high standards. They tend to have little regard of the social niceties. I've never seen that word. In customs and are entranced by the potential of the unknown. Above all, investigators value independence, freedom, and understanding. During times of uncertainty and confusion, individualists hold a calm and steady mindset to analyze and figure out the best course of action in the grand scheme of things. So, I do value understanding and independence, I guess, but I'm not very independent myself. I think it's a very good trait to have, and most that I agree with in the what are givers like area. I agree with a lot of that, but not all of it. I'm not very popular, actually, and I'm not in a variety of groups. And yeah, and I'm not, for the characteristics part, I am not a vocal volunteer or activist. Like, I just am not vocal. I'm very shy. I have social anxiety, so yeah. Okay, let's go to the giver's core values: a strong sense of meaning, acknowledgement from loved ones, and emotional intimacy with others are givers' grounding principles. Altruism holds a strong place in their hearts, and they readily go out of their way to volunteer their time and energy to bring others up. Kindness and I always read this wrong. Reciprocity, no, are their guiding values for their decisions. To improve someone else's life or mood is in immeasurable times better than helping themselves. The shared experience of spending quality time with a loved one is amongst the best feelings in the world to givers. So, I would say out of the three that I am, this one is probably the closest to me, but this doesn't describe like every part of me, which I don't know if it's meant to. But yeah. Well, my screen recording just ended on its own, which is fine. I just finished